There's a massive traffic congestion in the city where the hero resides. Commuters are patiently lining up for the bus. Out of nowhere, a vehicle pulls over, and a man steps out, introducing himself as Saint Januarius. He invites Patricia to accompany him. Saint Januarius assures her that he will return her to her home. Patricia decides to wait for the bus. Saint Januarius promises to share a secret he possesses, revealing that the brunette has a dream of becoming a mother. This piece of information intrigues Patricia. She decides to join Saint Januarius. Upon their return, Patricia notices a grand chandelier on the floor of the living area. A young monk is present in the room. The monk discreetly places an item in Patricia's bag. Saint Januarius instructs the brunette to offer the monk a kiss, believing it will bring her luck. Patricia's husband, Franco, is waiting for her at their home. Patricia explains her delay. Franco becomes furious upon learning about his wife's questionable actions. The couple engages in a heated argument. Patricia locks herself in her room, hoping her sister Maria will visit. Maria arrives with her son, Fabio, and her husband, Saverio. Upon entering the bedroom, Maria is taken aback by the condition of the apartment. Franco confronts his wife about her immoral conduct. Patricia recounts her encounter with a saint at a bus stop. All the family members gather in the bedroom. Patricia appears unkempt from the neckline. Maria, a brunette, assigning tasks to the men. She overhears Franco venting his frustration towards Patricia and intervenes to soothe him. Later, we see Maria and Fabio engaged in conversation in the kitchen of their house. Saverio tasks his son to wake up his older sibling Mark, who is running late for his lessons. He also instructs his daughter Daniela to tidy up the bathroom while Daniela is considering undergoing some beauty treatments. Fabio daydreams of catching a glimpse of his idol, a renowned football player. Maria receives a visit from her neighbor, Baroness Focale, who and them discuss an acquaintance, Graciela, and Maria's intention to send her wishes of good luck. Shortly after, the children take a break to play football, and then Fabio and his fellow students head home. The boys are observed by the priest during their break. After lunch, Fabio becomes engrossed in a significant matter, utilizing binoculars to monitor the road. Meanwhile, Fabio's family is preparing for a dinner. Patricia and her husband are in disagreement. Maria is in contact with Gentile, and Saverio is keeping an eye on the situation. Signora Gentle opts to distance herself from the guests. The boys inquire from Patricia about the orange trick that is supposed to impress them. Auntie wants to make her nephews happy. Austria has joined the gathering. The lady is discussing her achievements at her job. Everyone is eager to know more about Luisa's partner. Saverio brings up the topic at the table. Yapino arrives at the event. He brings a watermelon for the occasion. The group starts talking about football, with Saverio showing interest in Luisa's partner. The family is looking forward to the couple's dinner. Lizella comes with her partner, who is disliked by everyone. Aldo Cavallo, a 70-year-old retired cop who used to be a pastry chef, is having trouble with his voice, which is a source of amusement for those around him. The group decides to cool off in the sea. Aldo is on a yacht, sharing his confectionery secrets with his partner. Austria, bored with her bow, jumps into the sea. Patricia is lounging on the deck. Aldo is keen on talking to the attractive woman. Patricia shows interest in the policeman's gadget and discards the loudspeaker batteries. The family is enjoying their time on the deck, with Patricia's desire for a perfect tan causing her husband's displeasure. Suddenly, a group of strangers on a speedboat approaches the yacht, identified as smugglers and policemen. On the quay, the guests spot the men from the boat. Fabio notices one of them is a fan of Napoli. Mrs. Chandivalli has fallen asleep. The servant brought her a basin so she could freshen up. Meanwhile, the women in the kitchen were busy cooking. The family made their way back to the villa. Aldo and Luisa were speaking in hushed tones. Patricia was in awe of the scenery from up high. Fabio gazed at his aunt with affection, knowing he had to leave. The woman continued to gaze at the view. On the porch, the man spotted a family member. The relative was not pleased with Fabio's attention. Back at the house, Maria and Saverio were talking about Louis Ceci's fiancé. Marco expressed his desire to act in a movie. He went to a casting event for a film. Fabio was waiting for his brother. He noticed a blonde girl in the waiting area. The girl was stunning. Marco did not pass the audition. Fabio looked over at the director. Feline had photos of actresses on display. When they got back home, the boys spotted Meridian. Fabio shared the sighting with his dad. Saverio searched for proof of his son's claim but found none. Maria called her neighbor, who is uninterested, and decided to play a prank on Graciela. Maria invited the neighbor over for a movie audition. Saverio tuned into the show on TV. He crafted a useful remote. Maria had guests, the Picklers. Graciela mentioned the call from Rome, which amused Maria. Saverio demanded his wife reveal the truth to Graciela. Saverio and the boys backed Maria. The neighbor became furious with the prank. At night, Signora Villa phoned. The woman disclosed her affair with Saverio. She performed a juggling act to soothe her nerves. Fabio observed his mother. Marco realized his brother was anxious. He took Fabio to his bedroom. A coworker let Saverio know about Maradona's move to Club Napoli, which delighted Saverio's son. On Fabio's birthday, he arrived at work with his father. They were strolling around the Napoli bank. Saverio handed his son a ticket to a football game and imparted wise counsel. Maria went shopping for groceries at the market. Mario's neighbor was washing his car. He noticed a woman struggling with heavy bags and offered to help. Maria saw Mario with a friend. The couple was in a romantic moment. The woman couldn't hold back her tears. A neighbor comforted her. Fabio's dad took Fabio to a secret spot. He saw his wife there for the first time. Maria attempted to reconcile with the kids. She expelled Saverio from the house. Maria confided in Fabio about Marco's relationship with a woman. Fabio took a stroll. Mario celebrated with the man on his holiday. Fabio visited the square. At that moment, Capuano was filming a movie. Fabio spotted a lovely lady named Giulia. The stranger expressed interest in playing a part in Capuano's movie. In the evening, Saverio reached out to Maria. She allowed her son to stay with her. They shared memories from his youth. Fabio attended a game. He stood close to the smuggler. The man's sister was waiting for him. The boys swapped phone numbers. In the evening, Saverio helped relocate a sofa. He heard an unusual noise from the bushes and panicked. A large bear emerged from the bushes, which was actually his wife's prank. After a while, Sonora's family was enjoying a football match. The police arrived to apprehend Gapino. The mother softly reprimanded her relatives. The women showed her a lesson. Maradona scored a goal. Maria and Savannah decided to go on vacation. They spent the evening in a warm atmosphere. The woman dozed off on her husband's shoulder, who then fell asleep. Marco came to get his brother during the night. The parents of the boys were hospitalized due to carbon monoxide poisoning, and the doctor informed them of it. Fabio was eager to visit his parents. Marco consoled his brother. Outside the hospital, they encountered a boy who was cleaning his glasses. On the day of the funeral, the family members of the boys gathered together. Franco informed them that Patricia had been admitted to a mental health facility. Uncle Alfredo was aware of Fabio's parents' journey. He was convinced that Fabio had been rescued by divine intervention. The child had expressed a desire to attend Madonna's concert. The siblings later occupied seats in the stands of the soccer field. The sister revealed to Fabio that he had a brother living in Sonora Villa. Graciela presented the neighbors with a cake. Fabio visited his aunt at the hospital. They discussed various aspects of life, during which the boy expressed his dream of becoming a film director, with Patricia serving as his inspiration. The aunt shared her sorrow over losing her child, which led to her seeking medical help. Baroness Focal requested Fabio's assistance with a peculiar issue. She had a bat in her living room and had confined the boy there. After some time, a neighbor approached Fabio to request his help in styling her hair. The Baroness recounted this incident to Fabio, who was thinking of Patricia during this time. The Baroness also supported Fabio during a difficult moment. Following this, the siblings talked about summer plans. Marco believed that Fabio might have had his first encounter with someone from another world, which filled him with joy. Fabio's interests had shifted, and he was no longer interested in football. In the center of the field, he started to weep. There was a one-woman show by Giulia in the theater. Fabio observed her. Giulia was distressed because the director didn't value her talent. Fabio met the smuggler, Armen, outside the theater. They agreed to enjoy themselves. The group headed to a cafe, where Armen got into a fight with an unknown man. Fabio rode away on a moped. They then embarked on a trip to Capri. Fabio noticed Cash Shaggy, who had blonde hair, and the woman seemed to have a crush on him. The friends decided to go out to sea. Armando planned to introduce Fabio to his sister. A few days later, Armando was doing laundry. Fabio couldn't reach him. Fabio went on vacation with his brother. The volcano was visible from the shore. Fabio reminisced about his childhood with his parents. He hoped his brother would grow up to be more responsible. However, Mark had other things on his mind, and the brothers said their goodbyes. Marco swam back to his friends. Fabio swam back home. Fabio went to the movies. He visited Armando in jail. Giulia performed at the theater once more. Capuano came to see her, but he didn't enjoy her performance. Fabio reconnected with the director, who had recently become his idol. He confided in the man regarding his aspirations. Capuano recounted his journey in guiding Fabio to uncover the secrets of Naples. The individual managed to overcome his sorrow following the death of his family. Capuano extended an offer for Fabio to participate in an internship. The following day, Fabio tuned into the interview of a professional footballer. Feeling isolated, Fabio began to prepare his belongings. He chose to accompany Capuano, who lived nearby, to say farewell to Patricia. The entire community was in jubilation over the triumph of the local football team. Giulia was disheartened by the absence of skilled players. Fabio embarked on a quest to Rome. He encountered a young monk peering out of a train window. The monk gestured at the boy. Fabio turned on his Walkman, and the film concluded.